I'm not going to lie to you. I woke up an hour ago, so...
Oh, shit. Of course you do.
I have a slight, excuse-ish for this one.
Get a brew and sit your ass down for the Nice Guys of Comedy podcast. Nice Guys. Nice Guys of Comedy. The Nice Guys. The Nice Guys of Comedy. And here are your hosts, real-life Northerners, Jack Vincent and Nick Crooks.
They're from up north, gravy and chips. So listen to the words coming out their lips. I said they're from up north, gravy and chips. So listen to these words coming out their lips.
So obviously, your boy is now a working boy. I'm not a prostitute.
Imagine that. Just advertising yourself on the podcast.
Hey, it might be the best place to get some advertising. But obviously, the shift that I do from 6 a.m. until 9 a.m. And I literally, but I forgot that I was working. So last night I was there having a shower at 8 p.m. and I went, oh, fuck, I'm at work tomorrow. But then because I'd forgotten, I was convinced that I wasn't going to wake up for my alarm. So I didn't get to sleep until 3 a.m. So then when I finished work at 9, me and this guy from work went for a Macca's, because why not? So then I didn't get home till 10, and then I had lectures until 3 o'clock, and then I was so knackered, which, by the way, we're going to talk about because it is something in the news. We'll talk about it in a moment. Obviously, university, online, sack of shite, right? But I didn't get to sleep till about 4 o'clock, and I was like, right, I'll have a 2-hour nap. I was there for 4 hours. Like, I'm not going to lie. It wasn't until I woke up that I even recall messaging you saying that we're recording at 8 or half 8. I've got messages that I've replied to. I don't remember even replying to them. So I was that, not with it. So
I wish I could have a nap.
I mean, you can.
I can't tomorrow, to be fair, because I got 2 days off. Woo!
You got 2 days? What, you doing me 2 days off?
Fuck all.
Fuck all.
Yeah, I just thought, do you know what? Take a bit of you time, Nick. Take a bit of you time.
I'm with you in that one. Take a little bit of you time. That's what you need to do. A bit of self.
20 days holiday left. I need to use up by March, and I thought, do you know what? I'm just gonna have these 2 days.
Do it. Absolutely do it. I'm especially recently because with my anxiety has been so through the roof that I actually think my anxiety caused me to pull a muscle. Like, I didn't know that was possible. So that's new. Take some time. Public service announcements to everyone. Take some time.
Yeah, apart from you lot that are on furlough, you fucking get back to work where you belong.
Wait, is furlough still a thing?
Yeah.
I thought everyone were back at work.
No, especially office staff. They're not back at work, are they?
Well, no, because a lot of office staff that I know of, they're just working from home.
Yeah. Well, working from home.
Having a wank. Like.
Yeah, who works from home? One of my mates literally admitted to having a wanker, in my office chair. I'll stick it to the man.
Yeah,
because he knows. That'll show him.
Honestly, right, when I used to work in a contact centre, this is before furlough or anything like that, there were this bit over Christmas because of the office space that they did working from home, and we used to have the instant messenger, and I won't mention the friend who it was because it's not the nicest thing to admit to, and he literally instant messaged me and went, I just got paid to have 2 wanks. And I was like, props to you, man, props.
He was doing it before it was cool.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say his name then, going like, go, and then shit for this. Oh, but no, I didn't realise anyone. I thought the furlough scheme stopped in October.
Yeah, does it stop at the end?
Oh, okay, this makes sense then.
I think most people are back to work in November, aren't they? I mean, people will be going mental at this for us getting it. For me getting it wrong, but I don't care. I've been at work since the start. I'm allowed to be a bit bitter. All right.
But don't worry, the furlough scheme's there is being supported by our government because our government is such a great government who has been supporting every industry that they have. I'm
going to tell you this because this is my opening joke on Saturday is going to be, we're all doing stuff in while Corona's been going, And you've got to give it to Boris. He's done a really good job at handling all this. That's the best joke you'll hear all night.
It's so. My thing is, I can't believe that we've paid. Well, not we, but like our tax. And I would say our tax, but I've not paid tax in a year.
Yeah, it's like my tax now. I work. I do 3 hours.
Hey, right. Even that I'm working now, I still don't pay tax because I'm a student, so I don't pay tax. But I've paid tax, right? And they are using £12 million of that 12 for a fucking Excel spreadsheet, right? And is it out of date as well?
What was wrong with it was that the spreadsheet fucked up, like it only went to 16,000 or something.
See, I'll be honest with you, I have no idea how we even know it went to Excel. Like, I just know that it did, and that's been the whole thing. So it was a fucking out of date.
Try to fuck up, innit? You know, like when you fuck up and you look around, does anyone see that? And there's just one guy at the back going,
Homer Simpson in it.
Yeah, that's literally what's happened. Someone's gone, oh shit, it's only gone to 16,000. What the fuck do we do? And looking around, no one's not. Oh fuck, Gary, and Gary just disappears, and the next minute it's in the news.
Oh my days! What a shit show! Like, no wonder. Like, we're a laughing stock in the world. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, I'm off to Australia.
Well, the way I read it in the article was that they used an out-of-date Excel version. Which
do you know what I pay for my Excel? Mine's up to date.
Me too.
I could do it for you.
It costs like $5.99 a month.
Yeah, like fucking sort your shite out, you absolute nebards. Sorry, I'm in a very grumpy mood as well, but that's because I just woke up an hour ago. I've also realised we're like 6 minutes in. Do you want to actually like introduce the podcast? Because we're still going to do this at the second season, and we haven't done fucking anything yet.
I know, we'll do that, and then you just have to edit it anyway. So I might as well just do it at the end.
Oh, anything to make Jack's day a lot harder. But I mean, we're doing well this season. Now that we're doing one a week, we're doing better. But as a result of that, though, like you mentioned there, where we are now time-wise, I mean, this episode's not going to go out for like another 2 weeks, but where we are time-wise now, you're back, your comedy club's back on Saturday. How excited are you? Wait,
Yeah.
it is Saturday, right?
No, I'm a bit nervous. Obviously, I've not done it in these times yet. I don't know. I've got a seating plan and all that shit. I didn't have to deal with anything before.
Yes.
I mean, not that I'm going to deal with much now. It's just,
It's so stressful though as a promoter. Like, so we Jacko Clubs. We obviously had a night at the Adelphi like last Thursday, and I've got a list of everyone who's bought tickets and in what quantity, and I had to turn up and be like, right, we've got this many tables of 4, this many tables of 3, this many blah blah blah. And I sit there going, but also I don't know if someone who's bought 2 tickets is actually with someone else who's bought 2 tickets. Like, yeah. I don't know what situation we're in. And I'm pulling my hair out. Obviously, we've got another gig tomorrow. And even though it's a bit smaller numbers, in actual fact, it's probably about the same amount of numbers of Adelphi, but in a bigger room, I still don't really know who wants to sit. And I'm pulling my hair out. Like, I don't understand what, no, just let me go up and tell some mediocre jokes. Like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it?
It is. But, we are getting back into it. And I think something that I'm appreciating a lot more as we're gigging more in these times is we're basically, as an industry, saying a massive fuck you to the government. We're basically just doing what we want to do. We're doing it right and we're doing it safe. But all these restrictions that keep getting put into place by the government, we're basically saying, nah, mate, we're just going to carry on. Literally, you're going to put us on 10 o'clock curfew. We'll start a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
You won't stop us.
We can be the arsiest people in the world.
Yes. And that was without a fucking global pandemic. I mean, I put this out there, and I've had this conversation like 4 times, and I have said, I am the most petty person you will ever meet.
Yeah, me too.
Not piss me off, because I will just go.
We're talking about the nice guys of comedy here, but we can be petty as fuck if we want.
I can be fucking petty. And I've got no shame in that.
We're nice to you if you're nice to us.
Exactly. So, piss me off and I'll be a petty ass motherfucking bastard. And that's exactly how it goes. but we have been in weird old times. I mean, so you're obviously MCing on Saturday,
Yeah.
and obviously you've MC'd when we came back at Jacko Clubs. Have you done much in between?
Nope.
No, you haven't done much MCing, but obviously you've done a gig now and then. So you did Sheffield, didn't you?
I did Sheffield, and that's it. I think that's it.
It has been difficult to get gigs though, like obviously because it's harder to put a night on. Like, I mean, the best example that I give is like the Verve in Leeds, the Comedy Cellar. That was like a staple of the comedy scene in West Yorkshire. It was a small, dingy basement, but it was something that was always on. You can't put a night on there because of how small it is, and that's not even able to go on. So now it's just difficult for us to get gigs.
Yeah.
I mean, saying that with that in mind, then, so you've obviously beyond Saturday, which is the Laughing Llama, which by the time this goes out, that's already gone. What else do you have in the diary? What's coming up for you?
I have a Jacko Clubs night in the diary.
Can I just say, right? I literally just went, "Do you?" I have literally got.
I hope so.
Oh,
I hope
also,
so.
just as a side note, this is how much my head has been fucked today. I walked from my living room to my office, which is now just a spare room. I walked there, and obviously as I do it, I walked past my bedroom, and I looked into my bedroom and went, "Oh, how you doing, kitty?" And then walked away and I went, "I don't have a cat. Like, what the living fuck was that?" And it was just a pair of jeans but it would just look like a cat on the floor, and I just in my head instinctively were like, "All right, cat." And then it won't.
More sleep. You need to get more sleep.
I fucking do. Also, I need my university not to start fucking giving me 100 pages of reading, and you're not making one relevant point. All you're talking about is fucking Die Hard 4. Like, I don't care. It was shit. I'd prefer Die Hard 4 better than Die Hard 5. I will say that.
Yeah, but that's not hard because Die Hard 5 is shite.
Yeah, it really is.
That's like me making a movie about me, like saving an old woman from some guy that's robbing her house in Bradford somewhere and being like, "Hey, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker," and then whacking him as soon as I walk in, and then just the credits roll. That would be better.
Already a better film than Die Hard 5.
There you go.
So yeah, we've got you at the Jacko Clubs. That is going to be on the 30th, which I actually think, if I work out timings, when are we planning this to go out? So this is actually going to be looking to go out on the 23rd. So this gig that you're currently plugging for me, as I'm also plugging it, will be a week tomorrow at a week today, at Central Division Sports and Social Club. You're on with the fantastic, who we've had on, Mr. James Bays, and Helen Swallow, who we've also had on.
Yep.
And also me. I've been on the podcast.
Also me. And also me. Me.
I pop up now and then. So you've got that one. Is there anything else in the calendar?
I've got one in January, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm doing really shit on the gig fronts.
To be honest, I only have one in the calendar that I'm not essentially running. Like, I've got quite a couple in my calendar, but I put it on, so I'm putting myself on.
I think the most annoying thing is I had a pretty decent fucking calendar before all of this, and like, it's the only thing I'm good at. I'm not gonna lie. Right? It's taken me like 28 years to find out something that I'm actually all right at. Something that I think, do you know what? I'm actually all right at this. And then someone comes along. I mean, if you believe in God, God comes along and just fucking double kicks me in bollocks.
And then the government say, how about just give it a bit of a retrain?
Yeah.
Give yourself a bit of a retrain. And
then just to tip everything off, they went, do you know what, Nick? You could be going on furlough like everyone else and having a bit of a holiday, and we'll get you back once all this is over. But they went, nah, actually, we're going to take away comedy from you, and we're also going to make you work 40 hours a week.
I would say I know exactly how you feel, but as we all know, I do not in the slightest.
I mean, the only benefit to that was that the roads were clear, because fuck me, do I hate the fact that schools are back. Oh God.
Oh yeah, because obviously schools, like an actual, I might say in an academic sense, I didn't mean that. I mean, like, as in like compulsory education, they're actually physically in the schools, aren't they?
Yes.
Whereas I had to sit online.
Yeah, I've had to do online before, and it is not fun. I did the Open University for 2 years, and it was horrible.
Wait, let's rewind. You did the Open University?
Yeah, I'm smart.
No, I know you are. What did you do the Open University in?
Engineering.
Why did you only 2 years? Was it like a foundation, or did you like not complete it?
I didn't complete it. Not because I was shit at it. It was very, very time consuming, and to a point where I was staying up till like 1:30
Yeah.
morning, and then going to work though at like 7, and then because I seem to get stuff, and then when I think I just want a straight answer, and if I could ask you face to face, like the tutor, I could get it.
Yeah.
But when I'm trying to talk and over email, you're like, it's all in the book. I tell you now, if you plan on going to the Open University, it's not all in the book. Okay, Google, thank fuck that exists.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. The thing is, as well, so like I said, I will talk a little bit about it. So at the moment, there's obviously been, the universities have basically been screwed over with COVID. Now, the thing that I want to make really crystal clear, my experience is a little bit different because I have a flat. I'm not in accommodation. This is where I live all year round. So we'll talk about, obviously, how the government have fucked over people who are in student accommodation in a moment. But for me, the nature of my degree, I can do it online. And yes, I was pissed off. Yes, I was pissed off that I had to do it online. But I've gotten over the fact. Don't get me wrong. I'm still a little bit pissed off that I'm paying $9,000 a year to essentially do something that the Open University charge $3,000 for. But that's by the by, right? That's a separate issue. The thing that I am having difficulty with, so my lectures are timetables for 1 hour, but the essence is they only last 45 to 50 minutes. Because in theory, if we were on campus, that 10 minutes is if I have another lecture that I have to get across campus for. So I'm only in a lecture for 50 minutes. That's my content that I'm getting is 50 minutes per module or per lecture that I have. In that, I have to deal with 15 minutes of a fucking lecturer trying to work out how to share his screen. I have to fucking deal with that. And then we have to tell him how to fucking do it. And then, like, today, he puts a video on for us to watch. So we're watching YouTube through his screen, to which he then says, I'll leave you to it whilst it's on because it was 10 minutes long. He presses play, but doesn't press play, and then fucks off for 10 minutes, so we can't tell him it's not playing.
That's like fucking showing you. You know, remember them Barclays adverts where they show like the nan how to use the online banking over the fucking thing?
Like
That's
that.
exactly like that.
So what I end up having to do is sit there in a group chat with the other people in the module, taking selfies with that filter that tells you what Pokemon you are. Took me 7 times to get Moltres, FYI. Right.
Right. Wait, first of all, we're just going to wind it back. Who did you get first?
I really don't want to discuss that.
Yes, we are this guy. You could have made something up. No one would have known. You could have said, "Oh, I got like Squirtle or something." You could have said that, but you didn't. You paused. Now we need to know.
I got a fucking Pidgey.
Oh, Pidgey! What a fucking bog standard.
So,
that just means a normal. That is a dried up normal Pokemon.
So then I did it again, and I got fucking Clefable. And I was like, "This is, to be fair, it's all right, but still pretty shit." Then I got a fucking Seaking. And I was like, this is going fucking shite. And then I can't remember what I got after that.
You literally got the 3. Apart from the Pidgey, because it's got potential as a Pidgey.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Moltres is still better.
Into a
yeah, it does evolve into like a bit of a powerhouse being Pidgeot, but like it's still a fucking...
Well, I'm sorry, but Seaking, I mean, come on. Do you know what I mean?
There'll be people now going, I know the name Seaking, but I can't quite remember what Pokemon it is because it's that fucking shit.
And what will be popping up on the screen now?
Also, Editor Jack, you now have to go and find a picture of Seaking to put on there.
And Moltres, because people will be like, what the fuck? Why do you want to be Moltres? And then when you show them the picture, you'll be like, that's that big thing from Harry Potter. And then
it's basically a watered down Phoenix, let's be fair. But yeah, that's the issue that I'm having at the moment, is a lot of the technical stuff is getting so frustrating. Also, on Monday, I had some lectures and I didn't sleep right at all on Monday. I didn't feel well in the slightest. So I had a really bad migraine, and by the end of the day, obviously my lectures are essentially like what we're doing now, whatever. I just turned my camera off and got into bed and let this woman talk about a transcript that apparently we're all analysing. I just let her crack on.
You should have done the Pokemon thing then, and you'd have got Snorlax 100%.
Probably should have done. Probably would have done. And it would have been fucking more entertaining than that. But yeah, that's the issues that I'm having with university. That, and like I said, they're giving us, because it's second year and it's stepping up a game. It's just, I was like, yeah, I could have a part-time job, run a comedy club, run a comedy clear, and do like university. Turns out, no. This is why people have massive sleep deprivation, because it is not possible. So yeah. And then the idea that I actually work in 6 a.m. until 9 a.m. is great. Although my first day did make me laugh and did make me think of you, because I was unpacking fairy liquid bottles and I just couldn't stop laughing. But no one around me could appreciate the reason why we're laughing.
Do you know what I thought on your first day?
When
it got to 9 o'clock and I thought, oh, God, I can't leave until 5. Oh my God, you're home. You're literally home now.
Oh, no, I can do one better. So literally, as well, where the store is, it's only 10 minutes away from my house. So I'm literally back at home by 9:10. And I actually, no word of a lie, on my first day, rang my mum up in her office at Armley Prison. And I said, she was like, oh, you all right? I went, yep, I'm literally just ringing you up now because you've just started work and I've just finished. See you later.
Oh, I'd never let you come to my house again. I'd be like, do you know what? Next time you want to sleep here, I'll come here so someone can pick you up. No, not happening. You can fucking wait on the street.
I like as well how you know specifically what I use my mum's house for is to get picked up. Oh no, yeah. It's, to be fair, the shift's not that bad. I'm unpacking their delivery, and turns out that the area of the shop that I'm really good at is hair dye and tampons. The two things that I don't need. So. Also, on that as well, I'm going to put out an announcement here, because I've never really taken much attention. Sanitary products are expensive. Like, I can now feel why everyone complains about why they're getting taxed and all that sort of shit. They're fucking expensive.
Yeah, right. I'm going to put this out there. This is free advertising for Moon Cup here. Get yourself a Moon Cup, ladies. Get yourself a Moon Cup. All right?
It's where our female
No waste. No waste. You know, give it a wash. Sterilise it. You got to get them up there, girls. That's the advert. Remember, that's that Tampax. The women all know. That's that Tampax advert with that lass from Leeds. You got to get them up there, girls. Does your tampon hurt when you put it in? That's because it's not far enough up. You got to get them up there, girls.
Oh my God. My favourite thing though about that, when you said Moon Cup, originally I was like, why would they go to Moon Pig? Like...
Moon Cup.
Moon Cup.
Comment. If you've got a Moon Cup, comment. I mean, I don't use them, obviously, but...
I mean, you're obviously a massive advocate for a Moon Cup. I mean...
You save money. I mean,
as a Yorkshireman, that's all you care about.
My money's her money. Yeah. So, you know, I'm saving money. PS5 comes out soon. Paid for by tampon money. That's it.
How did you pay for your PS5? Got a better tampon? So, well, sanitary products is not tampon, but yeah.
You still got a Moon Cup. We saved the tampon money.
Oh, Lord.
And it won't take you long. You know the price of them. It won't take you long to save up for PS5. That's all I'm saying.
No, they're fucking expensive, like I said. Like, they are. I mean, in all fairness, some of them might be a bit different price because I couldn't find where they were on the shop floor, so I just put them random places.
And also, the reason the Moon Cup happened is because when I was going shopping, when COVID was big, was the big kid on the block, new kid on the block.
You wouldn't buy tampons, would you?
No, I would. But standing in the aisle with other men looking and going, they've not got the one that I've got in this picture. So now what? And one of the blokes, he gave up. He rang his wife. Now I ain't gonna get defeat from that. So I just randomly picked. Turns out, I'm good at guessing.
Oh, well done.
So I just thought, I can't go through this again. I look like a sad old man when I walk on the aisle with all the other old men going, oh, which one do I get?
The other products on the same aisle, obviously this is also the aisles are like really condensed. Like randomly, they've got like a confectionery aisle that has all these sweets and then bags of crisps and then randomly Yorkshire tea. Like it's really weird. But also on the toiletries aisle, they have incontinence pads and the incontinence underwear for women. But they have one for tenor men. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to degrade anyone. Like, if you need to use it for whatever reason, that's down to you. But they do not look comfortable. They look like paper underwear. And part of me was sat there going, I kind of want to put a pair on just to see how these feel, but I also don't want to wear them.
I kind of want to. The thing is, though, if I were wearing a pair of them and I didn't need them, would I just piss myself? Because, like, if I'm playing Call of Duty or something, I think I could deal with a piss now.
Have you ever, as an adult, like, pissed yourself?
Yes.
Like, would you do it again knowing that you don't have to ruin your clothes?
No, I just you can't sit in it, can you? But to be fair, when I pissed myself, I was pissed.
Obviously, yeah. I've never actually pissed myself. I once convinced myself that I'd shat myself.
I've never shit myself. I've been close.
I've been very close. Well, the actual way of actually I thought I'd shit myself, again, alcohol was involved. And when I used to go out drinking in Wakefield and lived in Wakefield, I used to walk home. And whilst I was walking home, I needed a shit. And when I got home, I hadn't shat. Like, I didn't need to I hadn't...
I was proper I was proper, like, why? I've got all the way here. How come I haven't shit myself yet?
Yeah, well, when I got home, I hadn't gone to the toilet, but I also didn't need to shit. So I was like, eh? So then I'd convinced myself that I'd gone down like an aisle, like an alley, and then just taken a squat and had a shit. And I was that convinced that I just squatted in this alleyway and had a shit that the next day after work, I went down the aisle to try and find my shit. And I couldn't find it. So then I was convinced that I'd shit myself, but none of my clothes were covered in shit. Also, this was a night that I think I got spiked, so this now might explain quite a lot. So.
Yeah.
That's Wakefield for you. That's Wakefield for you.
Where you get spiked and shit yourself.
Suspected shit yourself. Suspected shit yourself.
Just the same aisle filled with shit. Which one's yours? Nobody knows.
No one knows. Also, I freaked out my new colleagues because the building in Huddersfield where the initial store is, it is a... by the way, if anyone wants to stalk me now, you know exactly where I am between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. It's an old morgue. So, like, in the basement is, like, the old morgue. And everyone was like, oh, my God, that's freaky. I was like, that's fucking sick, man.
Is it cold?
They didn't take... I've not been down to it because it's actually like... You have, like, the stock room, then where the deliveries come, then the basement, and then it's below the basement, and we have no need to go there, but we have access to it, but we have no need... And then apparently as well, like, again, the same building, but upstairs... It used to be an old orphanage and an old boarding school. So, like, they've got nailed down beds and, like, nailed down desks and stuff like that. And I literally went, on Halloween, can we do a Ouija board? Because there's definitely a dead girl there. Or a dead kid. Like, there's definitely...
Imagine when the kids were getting too many. And they went, look, we've only got 30 beds. And there's 40 kids here. And they killed 10. Yeah. And they just took them downstairs.
Exactly. Past aisle 3 for incontinence pants.
Yeah.
Made it, yeah. I really want to do like a Ouija board there because there's going to be some dead kids. There's going to be some. I mean, also I might have to edit the bit out because I'm sure like, there's dead kids and like out of context that could be weird. But there's going to be like some spirits there, like, and I want to do a Ouija board also on Halloween. Apparently, Halloween this year is like a new moon, which apparently is more to do with the dead. I'm down with this shit. I've got nothing else to do.
Yeah. I mean, that would top my 20... Do you know what? That would bring my 2020 full circle, as in how shit it's been, to a point where if a zombie apocalypse happened, A+. I mean, it would have gone from an F. It would swing it right round to a 1 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10. And a lot of people would be going, no, zombies would be the worst thing to happen. And in my eyes... It wouldn't.
No, we've been through this plenty of times. Like a zombie apocalypse. One, I think it would get rid of some of the dead weight that a society we've held on. I mean, let's face it. Do you really think that Boris Johnson's going to survive one? Also, I'm putting this out there just in case anyone is listening. I'm not saying that I want Boris Johnson to die. I'm just saying.
Now that fucker would go, what's wrong with you? Give him a kiss. And when he does it, well, I'm infected. I'll be. Oh no.
Exactly. That's literally what would happen. But no, I think a zombie apocalypse could be... I just see them as fun. There could be a fun old time. Like, yeah, I'd be down for a zombie apocalypse. Also, I'm in a second story flat, so, like, no one's coming to get me.
I'm coming to get everybody, Meg. And if I get bit, I'm going out. I'm going to get someone who I don't like. It's as simple as that. If I get bit, I've got a few hours on it. I'll be like, right, here we go. Get on
Plus,
it.
as well, if there was a zombie apocalypse, like what you do for a living, like them skills could come into use.
I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. You know this already. We've spoken about this before. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm as ready as anyone will ever be.
And I'm putting this out there, like, if a zombie apocalypse does happen, I am definitely going to my mum's house so you can pick me up and I come and live in your society.
There'll just be, everyone will lock the doors. It'll be like, oh, stay inside. It'll be like the Shaun of the Dead. Stay inside, you know, but if you do get attacked, you're removing the head or damaging the brain. And then everyone will be locked in their houses, looking out the windows. Just me walking down the street with a couple of golf clubs going, right, here we fucking go.
Yeah. Also, that's rule number one of like zombies: like get them in the head. Also, do not set them on fire because then you just got flaming zombies. Like it's just rule 101.
I mean, honestly, in this thing, I hope they're not like World War Z zombies.
No.
They're just the Walking Dead type because I can't do that shit. Cardio is not a strong point for me.
The Free Peak Challenge definitely told us that.
I mean, if I've got a car, fine. But I've seen what they do to cars in World War Z, and I'm not all for that. I'm all for taking on the slow walking ones. I don't even know how people get bitten in the zombie films when they do slow walk.
I don't get that. Like, what? How? Like, they are literally walking 5 miles an hour, if that.
They're like, oh my god, there's a herd after us. Run. Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to run. Just fucking walk fast. Quickly. I mean, I can understand if you're like 85 and you got a stick, but they're not. You're going down.
Yeah. But otherwise, do not get how you...
If you're stood next to me in a supermarket and you're 85 and you've got a stick and there's zombies around you, you're going down anyway.
You're fucking just kicking them off.
way before the zombies get to you, even if you can get away. Even if I can get away. Slowing down.
Breaking news, there's a suspected, not confirmed, suspected zombie apocalypse. You're just fucking knocking down old people.
No, when you see them pranks online and they're like seriously big, you know, like 20 zombies running about and they've got blood and some of them are in half and stuff like that. They prank the public. I would get done for beating the shit out of one. I'm not even going to lie because I'm not taking the chance that it's a prank.
Yeah.
If it looks that real
and
someone goes, whoa, I'm alive, it's just a prank, I go, it's your fault then. It's your fault I've just kicked 7 bells of shit out of you. Innit?
Hey, one of the best things that ever happened to me is I went to, I think it was like Blackpool or Whitby, and went to one of them like ghost house, haunted house things with my dad. And I was like 10 years old, maybe even less. And this whole thing, like, as an adult, is pretty shit. But like, as a 9-year-old, I was terrified. And my dad obviously was like, not really that scared throughout it. And right at the end, like, I'm here, and you can literally see the exit. There was a guy who came around the corner, and all he was wearing was the ghost face mask from Scream. And all he came out the corner, and we're like, boo. And my dad just fucking went for it. Like, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in one. Where was it? Flamingo Land.
Oh,
they had like a walk in. I'm sure it was Flamingo Land. I'm pretty sure because they had flamingos. So I'm just going to put it out there that it was Flamingo Land.
What? Ghost house?
No, outside.
All right, okay. Just wandering around.
But it was like one that you walk through, and obviously people grab your arms and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And this is how I know that I'm all for me in every scenario.
Your kids have been left behind.
No, like my kids, but it's different. Like my family members. Like all I was thinking was, I'm like 13.
Yeah.
I've got grabbed on the arm by this bloke who's like 6 foot, massive. I've pulled myself free. I've ran through the whole exhibit. Stuff coming out. I've just kept running. I see the light. I get out. I run out. I'm like, in all seriousness, my family could be dead.
Mate, I'm with you on that one. Right.
I'm out. I'm staring at the flamingos. I'm free. I'm thinking, yes, the flamingos mean freedom.
I'm with you on that one. So when I was younger, I lived in London, and my grandparents came down to London for like a week or so, just to obviously visit us. And we lived on the outskirts, so we never actually went into the centre that often. But because the grandparents come down, we'd come. And there's HMS Belfast, which is essentially a maritime ship that they've converted into I want to say a hotel. They've converted into a museum, so you can understand kind of how things were back then and stuff like that. And they've got different exhibits within the actual HMS Belfast. And right down in the the bunker, the proper lowest of the low. They've like left as it was, so it has all the hammocks where the men used to sleep and stuff like that. And occasionally, so you get understanding of how it was, they would play over the tannoy going, "Code Red, we're sinking." Now, as a 6-year-old kid, I didn't know that was fake, right? So my grandma, who at the time were like 60 odd, my mum, I fucking belted it up. I ran through all these fucking stairs to get to the top of the ship. I have got off the ship because I am convinced it is sinking and we're all going to die. But I did not give a second thought for my mum or grandma. I stood at the end.
No one cares. Just get out.
Yeah. Fuck them. Get out. You need to get safe.
It's like the fire marshal course I had recently. It's like you need to help the people who need help to get out. I'm sorry, but if I can see the fire, I'm out. All right. I'm sorry if Doris is, 65 and she's retiring next week. Unlucky. She's gone.
She's a good life. She's good at
Malcolm. Oh, he's worked a bit more. He needs the money. He's 69. Fuck it. Should be at home. I shouldn't have to carry him out. Knowing my luck, I'd get him out and some fucking girder would fall on me, and I'd just be I'd be thinking, why? Because Malcolm is 69. He's lived.
Yeah.
And
then you die and he lives, and then the next week he dies from fucking asthma because of his fucking...
Or he gets COVID, and then the cycle's complete, innit?
It used to annoy me when I used to work in offices. They used to have like fire marshals and first aiders. And if you were first aid trained, you used to get more money on your wage, but fire marshals didn't. And I was like, I am not doing that course.
I know. I'm the fire marshal.
But like, did they make you do it, or did you like volunteer?
It was just like someone needs to do it, and you get like an hour out of work. So I was just like, yes, please. Nick wants an hour out of work. In fact, it was more than an hour. It was like half a day. I was like, yes. And they were like, look, you get your lunch there. I was like, oh, of course. Lunch. Couple of hours out of work. What do I have to do? Well, you have to test a fire alarm every Friday with a key. I get to set off an alarm. Well, yeah, all right.
This is where it comes to like, there's a burning building, you're like, you then just start Homer Simpson your way out. Like, oh shit.
No, I'm quite on point. Like, we do a test every like 6 months, and there's this one guy. I'm not going to name him. Not like he listens to this anyway, but it goes off, and it's like, if it's a test, it's like 20 seconds, and then you're like, okay, it's longer now. Somewhat's up, right? And you're like, yeah, we're doing a drill, and I'm stood there with a stopwatch. And I'm thinking, I'm fucking looking right at you, and you're still sat at your desk. But like, the whole place could be on fire, and you literally got to go to him and go, are you going to get out? Because the alarm's going. Have you not heard that? It's been going for fucking 6 minutes. And he'll go, oh, why is there a fire? Well, no, but if there fucking was, you'd be dead, wouldn't you? 6 fucking minutes, we got cardboard and all sorts of shit in here. You'd fucking get pissed every night. You'd go up like a fucking macho.
10% man, 90% whiskey.
Yeah, and then go out and they go, right, how long did that take? Fucking about 8 minutes longer than it should have, because of fucking knob cheese here. Everybody back in. And then I wait a couple of hours and I think, boom, let's do it again. Let's fucking get him. Bosh, set it off. Do it again. We do it again. Are you fucking for real, you? Or what? Like, get your ass outside. Oh, we're doing another drill. Yes, but just imagine that it's not a drill. Just imagine for a second that it's not a drill. I watched a video of some people that are going into a room to fill in a survey, and they set the fire alarm off. Yeah, and it took 6 minutes for someone to get up and go check why the alarm was going off. 6 minutes, a room full of adults, like 20 adults, and they were all sat there going, they could hear it going, but not one of them fucking moved or went for the fire exit.
What the fuck? Like, get the fuck... Oh, I couldn't cope. No, I couldn't cope. Could not cope.
And one of them went, oh, is that the fire alarm? And one went, whoa, I don't know. Well, it's been like 3 minutes and you're fucking still not moving, so go check.
Oh, dear Lord. Well, my favourite, and I think we should end on this as well, because obviously I know we've been going for a while, but my favourite fire alarm story from my history that I've ever had, and it's I still think about it now, and it was. Do you know when you have them days in work that you just fondly remember? This was one of them. So it was my first ever proper job. I worked in an office in Wakefield, but the office block that we worked in was like 9 stories, but the first like 7 was pure just empty offices that they hadn't rented out. And they were ripping them out and refurbing them and stuff like that. But because it was office, they'd paid for a cleaner, and the cleaner would obviously go around and cleaning them, as cleaners do. And that's what they get paid for. So the only people who were in this building was our floor and the cleaner. That were the only people in the building. My shift was 8 till 4 p.m. I got in at 8 o'clock. 8:01, the fire alarm goes off. Not a drill. So we all get piled out, go into the car park. We are in this car park for 3 hours because they can't find a fire, but they weren't doing a drill. And the fire alarm wouldn't turn off. The fire brigade were there, and they couldn't work out what it was. Gets it all sorted. We're all piled back in. I sit back at my desk, and I'm straight on lunch. Boom. Get myself to Mackey's, get myself back into work with my Mackey's. Hour later, sit back down at my desk at 1 o'clock. 1:01, the fire alarm goes off again. For 3 hours. For 3 hours.
Yeah, that is.
Right? Literally sit back at my desk at 3:30. I only have half an hour left. Turns out this cleaner were a new cleaner, and at the bottom, he just kept cleaning the box that the fire alarm were in and just kept turning it on by accident.
Oh my
all
God.
he would doing. But because of it, it kept turning on and they couldn't find a fire or anything, any issue with it, the fire brigade had to keep coming out. Now, first of all, I'd like to point out, why did it take 2 sets of fire brigade to realise that the fire alarm was just getting flicked on? And why did it take 6 hours? I don't know, but I fucking loved it because I did half an hour of work and got paid for it all. It was fucking sick.
And also, why is there just a switch where you can switch it on and off? Because we need a key to test it. So no one can switch it on and off.
That's the Ministry of Defence for you.
Well, that actually, something similar happened. I'll talk about this. Something similar happened when we were. This is when I found out this guy wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
When the alarm went off, it did keep going off. So we checked everywhere for a fire. No fire. It doesn't ring the fire brigade. So we just switched and reset it. Checked everything, checked all the light switches, sockets, because I said maybe it's a socket, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. Everyone went out, everyone came back in, we switched it off. 10 minutes later, goes off again. Went, did check, nope. Everybody out, back in, switched it off. 10 minutes later, come back in. And then everyone's like, well, are we going back out? Yes, we are, because we don't know what the fuck it is. For all we know, it's a little socket, it could be a little fire somewhere.
Yeah.
That's just about to start, and we haven't found it. Then eventually, what we found out was we had some roofers in, and they were taking the outside roof panels off, and because they were on the roof, the dust and stuff got into the sensor, and that's what set it off. So the fire people came out and just give us a new sensor, but people are thick.
But that's the thing is, that's the thing as well. Like the reason why it took them so long to kind of the 3 hours to the building was because there was 7 empty floors, and like you said, it could have been a small little fire that could have got worse. So, long story short, and our life lesson from the Nice Guys Comedy Podcast: if it's a fire, well, it is a fire. Get the fuck out of there. If there's a fire alarm going off, get out.
Yeah, if it's longer than 20 seconds, get the fuck out. If it's definitely longer than a minute, it's not a drill.
Also, if you're at work, you're getting out of work.
Yeah.
Get
if
out!
Someone goes, where the fuck you're going? Go, well, I heard the alarm. It's been going for 40 seconds. And if someone goes, well, it's a drill, you go, well, I don't know that, so I'm getting out. Just get out. You know, you're the one going to be laughing when he comes out like fucking Wicker Man.
That was a terrible film.
Great play on words from it. Like, it was a great metaphor there.
It was. I'll give you 10 out of 10 for that. You know what? Quarantine's done you well for your wittiness. I'll give you that, mate. It's fucking 10 out of 10 for that.
I think the bitterness comes out in the wittiness.
Oh, look at you being a poet and you didn't even know it.
Yeah, fucking typical Dr. Zeus, me.
Typical Dr. Maybe you should do my creative writing course, because if not, I'm not doing it, because I'm just getting the guy going, is that sharing the screen? I don't know why he's that old. He's not. Like, he's fine. Like, but...
So he just goes, oi, is that sharing the screen? fucking computers. Fuck this. But I'm just gonna take me £9 grand. Fuck it, I'm not gonna teach anyone else. Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me?
That was the mentality last year. I'm not going to end it. I'm not going to lie.
I'm just going to tell you this before we go. What you should do is, I saw a video of a guy who had printed a photo of him out, with the background behind doing this. He just screenshotted it, took a photo, and he put the photo up against the camera. Yeah. So all you saw him was just like he was interested, or just sat there like that. And then midway through the Zoom call with his like work colleagues, it falls down and it just shows him on a chair at the back drinking a beer, and he notices and he gets back up and he puts it back up right quick, and only one guy in the Zoom call notices that it's fallen down, and he's absolutely howling. He's like, because he's seen it. So maybe that's the thing you could do.
Well, I've actually had two video call, like I said, mishaps or whatever in this since been back the last 2 weeks. The first one, I needed to get a train, and my lecture was supposed to finish at 5:15, and he was still chebbing on at 20 past, and I was like, I'm going to miss this train. So I literally just sat there like that for about 5 minutes, and then he directly answered me a question, but I just didn't move. I was like, if I just pretend I'm frozen, and then literally got my hand and like just pressed end call. Internet issues. Doesn't mean, oh, sorry, my internet dropped. I don't give a shit, mate. Go fuck yourself. I was about to say his name again then, but I'm not going to do that because I'm a nice guy. And then the second one, in the same lecture today, I'm really not going to mention names on this one because this guy, he is something else. But he's a sort of, like, put it this way, the lecture started, it's the first lecture of this particular module of the year, right? It started at 12 o'clock. At 12:01, this guy had a question. What can you honestly be asking at 12:01, right? He asked to go to the toilet, right? You're in your own house, mate! Just go!
Yeah, what's he going to do? Where's Seymour gone? Anyone else see Seymour go? No, we're all at fucking home.
Exactly.
We saw him go, but we don't know where the fuck he's gone. Obviously, you fucking idiot. So
me and the group chat where we were sending these Pokemon selfies to each other, we kept talking about how much this guy, we'll call him Dan because his name's not Dan, but we were talking about how much he was being a dickhead and asking all these irrelevant questions. Like literally, as an example, the lecturer went, okay, so you've got your first assignment that is due on the 26th of January. Anyone got any questions? And then this Dan goes, yeah, when's it due? He just said the 26th of January. We're now over this lecture by 5 minutes. Shut the fuck up.
No time soon, Dan. Get fucking writing.
Thank you.
You don't have it done anyway.
Fucking dickhead Dan. Right. So we were talking about this guy being a dickhead, and every time we were talking how much of a dickhead he was, we all kept laughing. So we were in hysterics, but obviously we can't then just randomly laugh in class, so we'd have to randomly just like turn our cameras off. And it was just awkward as fuck because of
we're basically traffic lights like this.
Yeah. It was literally just like that. So, moral of the story: get me back on a university campus because I cannot be bothered anymore. And we're not even talking about the whole fucking dilemma that actual proper university students are going through. That's for another time. Whilst we're wrapping up, then Nick, where can people find you on the social medias?
On the social media, I thought you were just going to say in general. Well, I'm fucking going nowhere, am I? So you can find me everywhere I normally am. No, it's at Nick Crooks Comedy everywhere apart from Twitter because it's a dick, so it's just without the Y.
I mean, you could just change your handle, but
I couldn't. Like, I'm sticking it to Twitter.
Fuck you, Twitter. Fuck you.
Yeah.
As well as that, the Laughing Llama is on Facebook and Instagram, but you don't post on Instagram because you are old. I say that you're actually younger than me, so I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, I mean, like I do, but I'm not top on this social media game. I sound like a proper old man. But yeah. I don't think I would ever be on it when Facebook came out. I was just like, I'm more of a MySpace type of guy. And then Facebook took over, and I thought, oh, I miss MySpace. And then I'm just not one for, like if I'm having a meal, I'll have the meal.
Rather than take a picture of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm eating, and if I'm playing with my kids somewhere, like at the beach, yeah, I take odd snap, but enjoy it.
Enjoy life.
You can't. you can enjoy the photos for a second. The memories last a lifetime.
More inspirational quotes brought to you by the Nice Guys Comedy Podcast.
There you go.
Talking about MySpace there very quickly. Do you see that? I saw a meme the other day, and someone was like, "Do you know what they should have on Twitter? They should have it that when you go on someone's Twitter page, it randomly plays their favorite song." And someone went, "These guys don't understand what MySpace was, do they?"
No, I had Maroon 5.
Of course you did.
That? Maroon 5. All of the time. No, summertime. There was a song that wasn't a very popular.
Oh, okay.
5 song.
In all fairness, I expected "She Will Be Loved" by Maroon 5.
I'd heard it and I was like, "This is sick." This song.
Mine were probably some sort of Blink-182 bullshit. So
I'm gonna try to find it just for a split second.
Well, whilst you're doing that, I will let you know that you can find me at I am Jack V, and that is on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. If you want to check that out. As well, my comedy club, because we both got them, the Jacko Club's comedy club, that is on Facebook and Instagram as well. We have a bunch of nights coming up. So, Nick, by the time this goes out, your October night would have already happened. Yeah. But as long as Boris Johnson is not a dick, you can get your tickets for the November one. Although, saying that, the likelihood is it's probably sold out because you sell out within like a day. So.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not a day, but okay, I have a customer base. It's rare I get any new customers, but I sew up Idol in general. Yeah. It's mine. So if anyone's listening, stay the fuck out of Idol. Yeah. It's mine.
Also, Nick is going to be running for the mayor of Idol in 2021. I don't even know if Idol has a mayor, but if you do, they're going to elect Nick, and they're going to have a little crown.
And if not, I'd rather be. If we'll go for titles, I'd be governor. I think that's better.
You've definitely been watching The Walking Dead far too much.
I mean, I watched the last episode, yeah, so. But I didn't get it from that. I just think, don't you think governor sounds better than mayor?
I want Baron.
Oh, I like that as well, to be fair.
But if I'm Baron, I need to have a twirly moustache.
Yeah. I take Duke. The Duke of Idol.
You can't really have Duke. That's a literal royal title you have to inherit.
I can have Duke. Anyone can have Duke.
No, to be a Duke, you have to be a member of the royal family.
Well, no, they give Dukeships to everybody back in the day.
No, they don't. They give lordships out to everyone.
I bet they could make me a Duke if they wanted. If I had a gun to the Queen.
Name me a Duke who's not a member of the royal family.
Oh fuck! I don't know. But I'm talking time ago.
Time ago.
If you give one of the princesses a quick romp and then move on your way, but you were rich. Yeah, we'll just give you a bit of land so you keep your mouth shut about, I don't know, about how gross she is underneath the clothes.
Oh my good lord.
I'm taking Duke, alright, I don't care, I've got royal blood.
Do you?
I don't know, I've not done an ancestry, 70 quid's too rich for me.
That's it, do it, because all you find out is that you're just English. That's what I did.
Yeah, but I find out I'm a prick. Like I can tell you that. I find out I come from a long line of pricks though. That's what I find out. Oh, I'm related to that guy. Figures. I'll be like, yeah, of course I am. Everyone always tells me I'm a prick. So it's obviously, they're like, you're just a nice guy on the surface, aren't you? You're a prick at art. Yes, that's me.
You are a petty prick.
Yeah. With a nice guy shell.
Nice.
I'm like a crispy M&M. Okay. Because the crispy bit is the shit bit.
Yeah, I don't like M&M's, so maybe you are. Right.
I found that song anyway. Maroon 5, A Little of Your Time. Perfect song. Get it, listen to.
And we all know you can't trust a Maroon 5 fan. You can also find the podcast on Twitter, which very rarely gets updated because I always forget, and on Facebook, which is at NGOCPod, where we post links to all the updates. So all on there. But yes, this is another episode of the Nice Guys Comedy Podcast. I don't know how to end, so Editor Jackson's going to cut out some random point. I thought you were about to just randomly sneeze. Your face just went...
Get a BAFTA for that. Or whatever the internet equivalent is.